Diversified means you've got a whole lot of things going on and you're never caught up as much as you'd like to be because there's always something that needs your attention. Okay, my name's Henry Allenberg. My brother, my wife, and I own a 100-acre diversified fruit and vegetable operation near Smithsburg. The sides of the mountains are excellent fruit growing areas because they're not subject to cold air draining down and frost and freeze damage and things like that. Historically, it's been a fruit growing area, and there's still several of us here having a lot of fun doing it. The growers here all do certain things well. They all have a certain niche that they seem to fit into, and there's quite a bit of cooperation going on where we work together to maintain markets and help each other out. And we grow large quantities of apples and peaches, plums, cherries, nectarines, blueberries, blackberries, lots of vegetables, all for our retail fruit stand. And we also grow a lot of tomatoes, fruits and vegetables for the Maryland Food Bank. Peaches we deliver to a grocery chain as a local produce supplier for those. That's one of our biggest channels for those. The apples, a lot of them are sold wholesale to either Now's Foods for processing or to an outfit that packs them and sells them to grocery stores and stuff like that. You need good people skills just because you're involved with there's an awful lot of labor involved. It's not sitting in a machine and doing harvesting like most field crops and things like that. You have people that you actually have to hire and they have to perform and get along. So you need good marketing skills, or you have to find somebody to do the marketing. And the reward, financial reward, is much more than field crops where there's a fixed price per bushel, or eggs where there's a price per dozen or something like that. It's very dependent on quality, where processing fruit may only return 15 or 20% of what retail fruit returns. So there's a huge variation. Every year's different as far as weather, marketing, and all that stuff, coping with that. We manage risk by being diversified. We don't have all our eggs in one basket. So if the apple market's down one year, a lot of times peaches are still a good price. So we manage to make out in spite of one thing not being as profitable as it should. The other thing we've done is obviously crop insurance. We had one stretch where we had lost 3 crops out of 4 years, 2 to hail damage and 1 to stink bug damage. So if we wouldn't have had crop insurance, I'm not too sure that we'd have even survived that 3-year span with a lot of expenses and not much income. You know, even if the fruit isn't profitable, it still needs to be picked. Yeah, I'd be real hard pressed to absorb those kind of years without crop insurance. And especially now that I'm past 60, I really don't want to take a major hit that takes years to recover from and wonder where did all my retirement go. The 2 most rewarding things are the satisfaction I get from pulling it off, from getting 12 or 14 people to do their jobs and cope with weather, bugs, markets, and make it work. It's quite challenging. It's quite rewarding when we pay it off. The other thing I really enjoy is when somebody bites into something that you hand them to eat and they say, wow, this is really good. And that is, might be kind of shallow on my part, but I really enjoy them telling me that.